And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Chubb. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Helped force the incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, it's Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
3rd and 12.
From the gun, Jackson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At the 25-yard line, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Move. 24 is the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 24 is the mic.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Check 26, check 26.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You. 24 is the mic. Come on, D.
Throwing is Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. They run. Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Chubb on the counter, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy.
And 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And once again, the Browns are back in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Quez Watkins, 75 yards. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Browns 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Check, 59.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
24 is the mic. I got one.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff to Mixon, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. Watkins. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through.
He is good.
And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And the points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Let's go, G. Let's go. 43. Check, check. 43. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Burrow will throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
15 yards on the play, first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down, Bengals.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Gay missed it. Pulled it off to the left. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home.
Coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Burrow. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
To Calvin Ridley.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Burrow, and he fires one, but incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
24 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 24 is the mic.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And that'll set him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
24 is the mic. Hey, pick your game. 24 is the mic. Tackle. 24 is the mic. Army. 24 is the mic. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
38-yard line.
Switch it. Watch out. Hey, check 24.
Chubb. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Mike 7. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 60 Bobcat. Hey, I'm coming.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This is fielded inside the 5. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
5 at the 9-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. You tighten up. That's 22. Let's go, D. That's 22. Let's go. You ain't doing nothing right. Let's go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Buying time to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
At the 25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll move the chains.
Bengal 1st down.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Burrow looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And Burrow going to throw again. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Stepping up, he's going to keep, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Browns 12.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. Jackson on first down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Jackson
picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
By the wide receiver.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
At the 38-yard
a nice
line.
play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this is incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. But now it's third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Bengals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
24 is the mark. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
From the gun, Jackson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. You have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done? He ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And Jackson throwing once more and finding the tight end Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
The 8-yard line.
Squeeze, double. Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. You got 3 down. Tackles the right.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
The wide receiver.
We got a plane to catch.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Today's final score, Bengals 24, Browns 12.